is Sanya Malhotra. You guys are watching me on WhatsApp Oz.
Hi, I'm Rajkumar Rao, and you're watching me on WhatsApp Oz.
Hello and welcome to WhatsApp Oz. My name is Manoj Sukhrani. Firstly, Raj, I want to say that if you're in a movie and if you're starting, a lot of people say कि कुछ हो ना हो movie तो देखनी पड़ेगी. तो how है? So tell us on that.
That's what I keep telling him. Not just as a co-actor, but I think as an audience, I would go watch a film which has Rajkumar Rao in it.
But how do you feel like Raj? What is?
Thank you so much, Manoj. That's so kind of you, man. So sweet of you. But I try and do exciting films. Of course, sometimes I go wrong, but most of the times, I think I've done films which I can be really proud of, and Hit is certainly one of them.
Definitely, and in this movie, your avatar is different. You usually do funny humor, or it's maybe doing action for the first time. So tell us on that.
Yeah, I got a chance to do some action for the first time, and the action which is so real and so raw, which is not at all like filmy and larger than life. It is how two men fight. When you leave them on the ground, that's how they would fight. That's exactly how the action is designed. And for me to do a thriller and somebody who's dealing with PTSD and getting these panic attacks and carrying so much of baggage, it was certainly something new and exciting for me to portray.
And this one, as you said, the panic attacks and stress. Do you yourself have ever gone through stress? But I'm not saying you have, and how did you get out of it if you ever experienced it in your life?
Sure. I think somewhere we all face that in our life. I'm sure there are moments which are very gullible where you get very anxious without even realizing that you can't be in some kind of depression, because sometimes you don't even know that you're going through that unless you go and talk to a therapist or talk to someone. I'm sure I've faced those kinds of days and didn't even realize that what I'm going through. But I've had, of course, phases in my life, especially when I lost my parents or something else happened. But eventually you come out of it either through help or through self-motivation. And I think I came out stronger.
Definitely. I think you're a fighter. We can see that with your movies and how that message that you put out. Sanya, you're exceptional with the movies that you select as well. Like, I loved your work. Tell us on that. Like, kya chal raha hai when you pick a movie that I want to do this? What is it like? Like, what goes on behind your mind? I want to do this kind of movie. Or the movie selects you.
It goes both ways, to be honest, Manoj. Sometimes I get those opportunities and sometimes I go looking for them. But it's all very, I listen to my gut feeling when it comes to picking up a film or a character to play. And also something that excites me as an actor is the opportunity to get out of my comfort zone and do something that I have not done yet. Because I've never really learned acting. So I know for a fact that I would only learn it through the films that I'm doing and the characters that I'm playing, and also the actors that I'm getting to work with. So I feel I'm very lucky because it's been 5 years in this industry, and I have worked with some amazing set of people who have taught me a lot of things about acting, about filmmaking, and I'm really grateful for that.
Right. I think you're doing all the right things now. This one is a Telugu. And how different is it from the original one? Pehla to ye hai, for both of you all, or Raj, you can comment on that. And they're saying, Bollywood needs to up their game in terms of the content, because content is king. So what are your thoughts on that?
It is certainly different from the original one because the maker is the same. Like Sailesh Kulanu also directed the hit Telugu version. And the whole point of us remaking this film in Hindi first, because we wanted to take it to a wider audience all around the world. And also, Sailesh wanted to try something new with this film, and his take is very different. In this one, the performances are very different. There are some different twists and turns. The climax is different. There's a lot that he has changed, even in writing. So for the audience who must have seen the original, for them to watch it again would be a very different experience.
And content is the king. Bollywood versus Telugu movies.
Yeah, I think there's nothing more important than the writing aspect of filmmaking. We need to invest more and more time in our writers and in our writing. That's where everything starts with, and that's where, for me, that's the most important part of the whole process.
And I'm glad that the change has come, come in this industry, because it's high time we focus on what we are making and how thoughtful and how much energy we are putting into writing and making the script stronger. तो मतलब इतना lightly नहीं लेते हैं, and I'm glad about that. As an actor, that really excites me कि भाई कुछ भी whatever I'm doing, whatever film that I'm doing, it's not like हवा में कुछ भी नहीं हो रहा है. मतलब it has like foolproof research behind it.
Right. You've done FTII graduation, in Pune, Raj. So tell us something on that. How has that shaped you as an actor or your career?
I think I give all the credit to FTII, to my training in school. That place has made me who I am. Spending 2.5 years there, breathing in, breathing out cinema, discussing cinema, watching masters and watching classics. It gave me that time and space to practice on my art form. And that's exactly what I did. I think I didn't waste a single minute there. I used to wake up. I think I was the first one to wake up in my class. And I used to wake up at around 5 every morning, would go to the ground and would go to my acting class when teachers were not there, and would work on my art form with my friends because I wanted to learn as much from that place. And that place, I think it's everybody who's passed out from there, who's from India, would say that's their second home. No matter where you are, a piece of your heart would always belong there.
And what's the favorite food you had in Pune? Because you stayed in Pune, and Sania, I don't know if you've been to Pune, but
Good luck ka ban maska, non-stop ka poha, subah 3:30 baje wala, Chaitanya ke parathe.
I'm from Pune, वैसे. But Sania, what's your favorite?
I've shot in Pune. I've shot Dangal in Pune.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Night after shoot to FTI.
yeah.
To chill.
Yeah.
वहाँ गाने वाने में जाते थे वो लोग.
Any last message?
It's releasing on 15th of July, so guys, go and watch it. It's a very different thriller, and it's something which will keep you hooked, which will keep you on the edge of your seats. Very fast paced, and it's me and Sania for the first time together.
Right.
Yeah, please do go watch Hit, the first case, on 15th of July. Hey, this is Sania Malhotra. You guys are watching me on WhatsApp. Pause.
I am Rashma Rao, and you're watching me on WhatsApp Alls.